Gunline. Fire mission coming down. It's your host Lopez, and you're listening to the On the Gunline podcast, where we shoot the shit like we did in the past out in the fucking field, y'all. And just like when you go out of the field, you know, Hunt, as y'all know, Hunt's been here so many times, I don't even got to fucking introduce him anymore. Y'all know who he is. My brother from another mother, Ole Hunt. So, hey, Hunt, let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when we used to go to the field? What was one thing that you needed to do for yourself and your soldiers before you went out?
Oh man, you talking about like make sure all that shit is straight?
Yeah, you know what they call PCCs,
Yeah.
PCCs and PCIs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was supposed to have one of my soldiers here today. One of my soldiers, Lindsay, from back when I was in 19 FA out of Fort Stewart, and well, I figured, after some time has passed, since 2012 to now,
Mm-hmm.
You give a person like, hey, this is what you need to get done. And, just do it. I don't think you knew him. Trust me. I don't think you knew him.
No, it's just something that you said reminded me of something.
What at?
This year is going to mark, like in August, it's going to mark the 10th year since my last fucking deployment.
Word. My ninth year since my last deployment. Can you believe that shit?
So it marks my 10th year since my last deployment. Mm-hmm. And 2003 and 21 is what, 18 years?
Damn.
Since my first deployment.
Yeah, my first deployment was in December 2005 with y'all. With, you know what? My first deployment was with Alpha Battery 277 out of Fort Hood, Texas.
Shout out to Natividad for holding down Alpha Battery at Carson.
And then my last deployment was to Afghanistan with Bravo Battery 277 Field Artillery out of Fort Carson, Colorado. I started my career with 277. I ended it with 277 in two very distinct places because Fort Hood was hot as fuck and it was mechanized. Yeah. And then when I got back to 277, it was in Colorado fucking Springs where it's freezing balls, no air, and it was a 119er. So
yeah, it sucks because like as a chief, man, you gotta be out there, man. There's like no hiding out in the Humvees. It's like, all right, Joes, y'all can hide out in the Humvees. But chief, you just like, man, this fucking sucks, man. I hate
it does. You can hide up under the net. That's about it. But other than that,
oh, well, hey, trust me, when it's time to bed down, hey, fuck that shit. I'm getting warm.
Dude, damn, you threw my ass off for a loop. But back to this motherfucker, Lindsay. I told Lindsay 3 weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago, I told him, hey, dog, you could have come down on the podcast. He's like, yeah, I'll come on, chief. All right, cool. I told him, he even asked me, what platform? I told him, Zoom. Make sure you download Zoom. Do you have WhatsApp? No, motherfucker. I said Zoom. You know what I'm saying? So this motherfucker, I called him up. Told him all day. I've been getting hyped up to do this one because he's my first soldier that I've had on the podcast that was under me directly. You know what I mean? I can't wait to hear what his truth is about my chiefing.
Yeah.
So I'm getting pumped up, bro. I send this motherfucker the link. He hits me back. Chief, I'm still trying to download Zoom. We're having a storm right now. It's been 36% right now, and it's been half an hour. Motherfucker, I told your ass 3 fucking weeks ago to get Zoom.
Where the fuck is he at? In the fucking mounts of in the Rust Belt? Where the fuck is he at?
In the mountains of Tennessee.
God damn it.
Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Everything out there is Dollywood.
Yep.
That in Gatlinburg.
God, okay, man.
But yeah, so he'll be on here on Tuesday night for the Hump Day Hip shoot with me and Dowden. And,
right.
Shit. And if you're more than welcome to come on down, make it a party. 3 motherfuckers just jumping all over this motherfucker. Dude, he is the most country motherfucker I've ever, like, when he talks, he is country. You remember Cruz's wife, Doll?
Yeah.
The way, you remember how she spoke?
Yeah. Tennessee. said like very much like a Tennessee person would talk. Like, because remember, there's nothing wrong. I was stationed at Campbell, so I know how Tennessee people talk.
No,
you know.
This is backwoods Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
This is not fucking, Nashville, Knoxville. No, this is fucking in the mountain. Ding, 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 ding.
Yes, hillbillies.
Oh yeah.
So I hate to cut you off, but funny story.
Go ahead, pimp. I just need to get that off my chest. Go ahead.
So I'm on TikTok, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. And somebody the other day decided it was a funny idea. I think you've seen it because I posted it on my Facebook. They decided to call me a porch monkey. And I was just like, so I stitched it and I was like, his comment, I was like, man, is this the best you can come up with? I was like, I've been hearing this shit forever. Man, there's been like, that video has blown up. I have like almost 19,000 views on that video.
Yeah.
And I have like 300 to 500 comments and close to like 200 likes of that video of me just like, hey, listen, I ain't got shit to say to you. But that is like, I found that's like so fucking funny. And then the dude deleted his fucking account afterwards.
What a fucking idiot. I mean, hey, if you're gonna have the balls to say something like that to somebody, you want to be internet thugging, hey, stand by your shit. I mean, dude, I saw that, man, where he called you a porch monkey, where you were saying that he called you a porch monkey. That's why I retorted with the Clerks 2. We're gonna take it back because I thought that the white folks took back porch monkey according to the movie.
Man, I ain't even seen fucking Clerks 1 or 2.
Oh, okay. So you don't get the joke or the reference.
But you know what? Once again, change the subject. What I am looking forward to is the 18th.
What's the 18th?
That's when who's that? The Snyder motherfucker. His Justice League cut comes out. So it's like the director, apparently. So the Justice League movie when like Superman died and he came back to life and Steppenwolf was there. It had the Flash, Wonder Woman, Cyborg.
Sure.
Oh, you didn't see the fucking? Are you serious? Oh my god!
What are you talking about right now?
Oh my god! Lord have mercy.
I'm sorry, brother. I'm a 43-year-old man.
I'm about to be 39 and I still fuck with this shit. You know what I'm saying? But,
bro, I barely watched all the fucking Marvel movies this last year. Yeah.
But listen, you got to watch it, man. If you have HBO Plus. Matter of fact, once we get done with this, you have to YouTube Zack Snyder. I think that's it. His dramatic or whatever cut it is to the Justice League movie. So it has like a different version of Steppenwolf. It actually shows Darkseid, man. It has like a Green Lantern in that motherfucker, man. It has like Superman with his black uniform, with his black shit on, man. It's dope, man.
The only Steppenwolf I know is fucking Magic Carpet Ride, the song. That's the only thing I know about Steppenwolf. But
oh my god.
But yeah, let's move on. Let's Charlie Mike. Fucking you got your Biden bucks yet?
No, I didn't, man. Funny story. I've seen a lot of people have told me that they got their Biden bucks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Apparently, I'm supposed to be getting mine. I should see something around the 17th, man. Hey, listen, I was checking my fucking account because I normally go on there every morning because I'm like, okay, make sure everything that I know that I spent the day before has been taken out.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I got on there this morning and I seen a message from where I bank with it. It said, hey, listen, there's a new round of stimulus checks coming out. You should expect yours around the 17th or whatever. So I was like, okay, cool. Come to find out, I got friends that had their shit right now. I'm like, well, goddamn.
Yeah, one of my boys, he already got his. Like, damn, you got that stimmy money already? So I'm thinking mine's probably gonna be coming out tonight. So
yeah, man, it's crazy. Like,
whatever. Fuck it, man. I mean, fuck it. I mean, it's not like it. Look, man. Here's my thing about that whole thing, man. About the stimulus. No matter how much or what anybody gets, all right. What did fucking Biggie say? He said it best.
More money, more problems, man.
More money, more problems. Look, man. I'm a firm believer that you could pay everybody's fucking mortgage off, and that's the biggest fucking debt that anybody has. And somehow or another, within less than 3 months, they'll be in debt again.
Yeah.
And I think I don't want to generalize and say everybody, but I would say a good majority of the states would do that shit. A motherfucker in the state would be like, oh shit, I got money, I'm gonna go spend it. And then all of a sudden, you're fucking broke again and indebted. So
I think that's a failure because, I think it's a failure because we don't really teach financial literacy in school.
yes, very
So I
true.
think that's something that needs to be implemented when kids go to high school is financial literacy.
Oh yeah, dude, I agree with you 100%, especially in high school. You know, teach them how they used to teach back in the day how to balance a checkbook,
Yeah.
you know, and reconcile it and all that good shit. You know,
I,
nowadays,
it's crazy, man, that you said that, like how they used to teach that back in the day. I heard a conspiracy theory.
oh, here we go.
Yeah, the conspiracy theory is they stopped teaching kids how to write in cursive. Well, they stopped teaching kids how to write cursive, right?
My daughters are learning how to write in cursive in school now.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, for the vast majority, right, they really stopped teaching kids how to write in cursive. I know, especially down here in Killeen.
Okay.
The conspiracy theory is because they don't want people to read the Declaration of Independence.
Man, with the interwebs the way it is nowadays, you can find that shit anywhere, anytime.
Yeah, translate it.
Yep. I mean, so you can find it anywhere. I don't buy that one. I think, I just don't buy it.
I when I was in the second grade for writing in cursive.
You
By
what?
Miss, I remember that. I remember that hateful bitch. Like, I'm sorry I shouldn't talk bad about the dead, but she got mad at me because I was writing in cursive in the second grade.
Word? Why she get mad at you for being so gifted?
Because no one else was doing it. Like, man, people don't believe me. My mother was teaching me this stuff. Like, I fell off. When I went to high school, started hanging around the wrong people, I fell off. But my mother was teaching me how to do stuff at a young age. Like, I was writing cursive in the second grade. Like, I'm good at dominoes now because my mother taught me how to count playing dominoes. You know what I'm saying?
My daughter Emily, I taught her how to. She started playing dominoes with me at a young age as well. Like around, oh, here's Troops. Let's see if he wants to come on. Should I hit him up?
Yeah, hit him up.
All right. So yeah, but before I do that, so yeah, I taught my daughter how to play dominoes, and it shows you how to fucking do math quick,
Yeah.
and by 5. And I told her, you call bad money, that shit's going negative on your ass. So she was making sure that she would what's the word I'm looking for? Had her fucking shit right. So her math got pretty fucking good.
Oh man, like so a couple of months ago, my kids and myself were at my sister's house for the weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we're like, okay, guess what, guys? Like, hey, y'all guys are black. Y'all about to start learning how to play spades. You're old enough. So it's my sister and her husband, and me and the kids, right? So it's my 2 oldest sons and my sister, myself, and my sister's husband was just kind of like overseeing and trying to help out my kids or whatever. And so we're playing spades, just talking shit back and forth, introducing that to the kids. And then we get to dominoes. And then like, I forgot that this was like maybe their first time actually playing. So Starsky, my brother-in-law, was actually trying to help out my kids, but I was just like doing them dirty, everybody dirty on the table. My brother-in-law was like, damn, man, we teaching them. You ain't got to put your elbow in them and shit. I was like, fuck, and I forgot. Like, this is their first time. I just went into fucking beast mode on everybody.
So is dominoes a black culture thing? Not dominoes, or spades?
Man, listen, I don't know, man. I just know that, like, there's some people that know how to play spades real good of all cultures. Like, I didn't know how to play until I went to Iraq. My first deployment, we was in Kuwait. You do that little 2-week bullshit or whatever while you wait. And so, like I said, man, Sergeant Cummins, he was like, hey, Hunt, let's play spades. I was like, okay, well, I guess. Fuck that shit all up. I was like, oh, gotta learn. Like, I've had one Boston in my whole life ran on me. And that was by Sergeant Davis and Murphy. They ran a Boston, me and Minor.
For those that don't know what a Boston is, can you break that down?
So Boston is all 13 fucking books.
Ooh, having a tea party like a motherfucker.
It was a tea party, man. I was like, oh my God, man. They ran that Boston on us. I was like, this is embarrassing. And strangely enough, I learned how to play poker, no limit, hold'em in fucking Iraq. On our second, it was a 0506 deployment.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was, once again roommates with Chooks and everything, so playing with him and a couple other people.
He won't be able to come on. He's got some other things he's handling right now. So, but yeah, dude. I learned how to play spades. I'm not a great at spades, but I learned how to play it in a different
Yeah, I got you.
different location. You had to kill time by playing cards. So,
So how do y'all do it? Joker, Deuce, Ace, or what?
brother, I can't even fucking remember.
Man, I'm telling you, it is like crazy.
I remember the Joker, the Ace. I don't know about the Deuce.
Deuce of Spades.
Huh?
Deuce of Spades?
Dude, I think so. It's been a hot minute, brother. I can't fucking remember. Bro, I don't play spades. I don't. I told you I catch the blacks playing that shit all the time, and I love watching y'all play because y'all can't just put a fucking card down. Y'all motherfuckers be like,
slam that.
Throw that.
Oh yeah, slam it. I talk shit. And so like, I don't know where I heard it from, right? But I heard it and I use it all the time too, right? So like somebody lay a queen out and I'm cutting that queen. I like take my card and I like turn it over and I say, Mama said never hit a woman in the face, but I'll smack that bitch in the ass. Slam that.
Dude, I just remember fucking old Gunny Booker when he would play dominoes out in the fucking FTC track.
Dominucci.
The Dominucci, that's it right there. I broke a domino and when I put them together, it's Dominucci. And then fucking that and somebody's always say Christine and then drop that shit.
Who was that? That was Pete. Was that Pete?
Probably Pete Norwood. No,
I think that was Pete. That would be like, matter of fact, I'm 100% positive that was Pete. Pete or Griff?
It was more of a high pitch Christine. So it was probably Pete.
It was Pete. And it was Pete that was like, Christine. And then Griff be like, girls when they think they grown and slam down.
Dude, I swear to God, there were some good ass times out there, and that's how we, those are the moments in the field that are always fucking great because that's where the brotherhood is fucking bonded. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, motherfuckers getting mad if you fucking do the wrong thing. They'll call you on a heartbeat.
And you know what's crazy about that? It actually goes over until like once you get out of the field and once somebody has like that barbecue, or whatever. Like those are great fucking barbecues, man. When you have your dominoes tables, your spades table, and then you got a couple of cooks cooking too. So everybody's gonna start talking shit. All the cooks are gonna start talking shit to each other. Mm-hmm. Oh, I cook better than you. My barbecue better than yours. And those will make for good times and good days, man.
Yes, they do. I know I did a couple of barbecues out there when I was in Hood. God damn, I remember old Clark brought me a big ass bottle of Cavassier. I got lit. I was making my carne asada. Because that's all I know how to make is carne asada. I don't know how to slap no ribs. I don't know how to do no motherfucking sirloin or nothing like that, but I can drop some motherfucking carne asada, bro.
Brother, all you need is 3-2-1 method for ribs. So you smoke them for 3 hours, right? Then what you're going to do, you're going to wrap them. But before you wrap them, before you put it meat side down, you put some brown sugar, some honey, and some butter. Put it meat side down. Repeat the process. Brown sugar, honey, some butter, wrap it, smoke it for 2 hours. Take that off after your 2 hours, smoke it for 1 additional hour. Boom. 3-2-1 method.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what your fucking ways or your methods of grilling some fucking ribs are. Is Lee Hunt correct? Is he right on that? Because I think that his barbecue fucking grill card should be pulled because this fucker's using a microwave now to fucking grill.
I'm using an easy bake oven, like Fontaine said.
I saw that shit, dude.
And I'm not gonna be out there fighting that fire no more. Them days are done, man. I ain't doing that shit. I ain't fighting. And then on top of that, with a brisket too, I'm not finna get up at no 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Had to fight that fire all the time when I can just easy bake oven that bitch.
You might as well get a barbecue, bro. I mean, get a microwave and just put it in the microwave.
Yeah. Easy bake oven. Fuck it.
Let me ask you something, man. How is it that black folk make that motherfucking macaroni so good?
Man, trust me, man. Like, that macaroni be on point, boy. Listen.
That's why I'm asking, bro. I mean, I'm not. It could be straight out the motherfucking box. that y'all make it out of, but that bitch is in the oven and it
What you
comes out good as fuck. I'm just saying, y'all make macaroni good.
I hope you ain't talking about the Kraft macaroni.
I don't give a fuck what the fuck macaroni y'all
You know.
use. All I'm saying is that shit is delicious. What
Yeah,
is the fucking secret?
not that shit from the box, but like that shit is homemade.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, I got two friends that, man, I wanted them two to go head to head making mac and cheese, making that shit, man. Because, man, let me tell you, that shit be on point, boy. I don't know. I want to learn how to make it.
For real. I mean, I guess it's the Southern blacks that know how to do that shit better, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember.
Well, no, my homegirl, she's from New Jersey. And, man, I'll tell you, that was like when we used to have like barbecues at their place, man, that was like the number one item that everybody would want her to make. And it's like, you'd have to get there to get that shit quick because that fucking macaroni be gone, man. That mac and cheese be gone, man.
And that's the thing I'm saying. Like, a lot of motherfuckers probably don't understand, but the mac and cheese is done like in a motherfucking, it's like a delicacy down south, man. That shit is done on fucking point. Even the white folk make that shit good down there. You know?
And they did it with the greens, touching the mac and cheese, a little green juice, the collard green juice with the mac and cheese.
Man, my boy fucking one of my fucking FDC chiefs that I was out there, he was from South Carolina. Fuck, that motherfucker could cook. That motherfucker, oh god, he always told me, Lopez, I'm gonna take you to South Carolina and show you some real cooking. And then I'm like, god damn, I can't remember his name with the shit right now. But god, that
Said he Geechee. He sound Geechee as fuck.
He wasn't Geechee. Geechee is the motherfucker that talk like they goddamn fucking Jamaican. No, this motherfucker was country. That motherfucker had my ass dying because he always had these anecdotes like, god damn, it's raining out there, Lopez. It looked like a goddamn cow pissing on bricks. I'm like, what the I was like, what the fuck does that mean? And he's like, you never seen a cow pissing on bricks? That's what it looked like out there. Or else, my favorite one, he's like, god damn, that shit high. Like a goddamn pussy on a giraffe.
Yeah, giraffe's ass. High as a giraffe's ass.
God damn. I mean, he had some shit that was country as fuck. I love that dude, man. He let me stay with him when I was fucking out there in Stewart. I shacked up with him for a fucking for a couple months till I got on my feet. You know, again, there's that brotherhood that you just have. You know what I mean? God, I miss that shit. But dude, yeah, man. Well, how's your week been, brother? How's your week been?
It's been good, man. Like for the most part, which is like strange. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, what the hell's happened to me? My week has been good. Like I don't know what the fuck happened, but I woke up with like $260 in my account. I was like, what the hell? I was like, how did this shit happen?
That's $259 more than I had before.
Yeah, I'm dead ass. I was like, where the fuck did this come from? I was like, whatever, too easy, man.
Hey.
And like one thing that I've actually been doing too, I've been listening again to my sleep affirmations at night. So YouTube sleep affirmations, man, I don't know if anybody does that. If your listeners listen to this, man, y'all have to, excuse me, YouTube sleep affirmations, man. They have them where they can go for 1 hour, 3 hours, 8 hours, whatever. But there's some positive stuff, man, because like it gets you to relax before they start giving you the affirmations. So before you start receiving the affirmations, you're already asleep and your subconscious is taking over at that point. Man, I'm telling you, this is like, I haven't slept this good and I don't know how long, man.
Damn. Well, I usually fall asleep to either Rick and Morty, American Dad, or Family Guy. Most recently with South Park. If not, I'll go to sleep listening to Bill Burr rants for an hour. So, yeah. You know, I guess that's probably why I'm an angry motherfucker. Some shit.
That's funny as hell, man.
Oh, hell yeah. I love Bill. That motherfucker had me dying all the time, man. Dude, I mean, shit, we act like we haven't seen each other all fucking forever. I just had you here on fucking Tuesday.
Yeah.
Norman.
Yeah, I know. Once again, man, like if your listeners listen to this, man, they hear this, definitely look into the sleep affirmations. It is something that is so positive. And just like they have different ones, like I said, man, they have it for like spiritual healing. They have them for like financial, just like whatever you want to bring into your life. Because like, you know how they say like, well, the Bible even says, you know, so a man thinketh, so shall it be, right? So the Bible's telling us if we think about it, it's going to be. Like, and then you have these new age stuff that's going on that says we live in this like hologram and we control it. You know, we just have to manifest it. So, you know, it's reinforcing the idea of manifesting what you want to happen. Like I said, I don't even know why I put on like I was wanting some like increase of money. And
Right.
sure it, like I woke up literally with that $260 in my account. I was like, what the fuck happened? You know what I'm saying?
That's
Just
all.
random.
I'll tell you what, in the spirit of Cruz, because Cruz and I, one of the things that we were going to start doing was like discussing some off the wall topic shit, you know, during the midweek memos. So
Mhm.
let's go on ahead and do that. Cruz,
Okay.
this one's for you, Chief. Let me ask you something. Um, one of the topics I wanted to discuss, like, okay, let's get into the religion a little bit. I consider myself a spiritual man. I don't, you know, not religious or anything like that. I do believe that I'm a Christian because I believe in Christ as my savior. I believe that he was the son of God, you know, and I believe that he died for our sins, right? But, you know, there's also this part of me that believes that I've been watching too much what's that shit called? Ancient Aliens. And
Yeah.
you know, some of that shit makes sense to me. Like, you know, the mind frame and the thought frame that the people in the past would have thought, they would have they would have made him to deity. You know what I mean? They would have thought of
Mhm.
him as God. So my question to you is, are we maybe a experiment for aliens? Or are we like, you know, okay, first things first, do you believe in aliens? Or do you think that there's alien existence?
Yeah, I believe it is.
Now, with that said, do you think that they've come here before? Are they among us? Any thoughts of that sort?
Yeah, I believe they have visited. I believe there's like, I mean, yeah, I believe that they have visitors. And I know that's strange because I consider myself a Christian too.
Mhm.
You know, the Bible doesn't say that, you know, God didn't make anybody else.
Right.
So I could have made these people, that people, these people, this people. And we're just, even if it's the Milky Way alone, right? There's other planets that we don't even know about. I
Right.
mean, well, we just say, hey, listen, we know 100% that there's life on this planet. Like there's another Earth-like planet that's like 1.7 times the size of Earth that says real Earth-like that's
Okay.
in that zone, that Goldilocks zone. So we don't know what's going on out there. We don't know what God did or what he made. You know what I'm saying? God's thoughts are not man's thoughts. So we don't know what he did. But I
And
do believe there are aliens.
so who's to say though that what we consider God or deity is not just an alien?
I don't know, man. Like, you know what's crazy, man? If you have time, if you really want to like the craziest thing that I didn't read it because obviously I don't have it in front of me and I can't find it. So
Right.
what I did, the book of Judas.
Oh, okay. I heard that another one that's good is the Book of Enoch.
I haven't read Enoch, but that book of Judas,
Mhm.
that book will make you start questioning it. If you're not strong in faith,
Mhm.
that book could potentially have you questioning your faith.
Well, I mean, go ahead.
Well, here's the like everybody knows Judas as being the bad guy, right? But according to the book of Judas, Judas wasn't the bad guy. Judas was the real one that Jesus needed to
Well,
help.
if you think about it, I mean, he came for that purpose.
Yeah,
So Judas, that was his purpose as well. That he needed to fulfill that portion of his destiny of his life in order for Jesus to eventually be martyred, I guess you could say, or you know, to be crucified and die for our sins. You know, if
yeah.
you think about it in that way. The Book of Enoch, what I find interesting, and I need to read it, but it talks about Nephilims. I think they're called Nephilims. Um,
Genesis talks about Nephilims.
and fucking dude, but it talks about also like, you know, it goes a little deeper. And but we got to remember who canonized the fucking Bible too. It was man. You know what I'm saying? The Catholic Church is the one that canonized the fucking the Bible. So I see Hunt making some faces. What's up, baby? What you got?
Yeah, I don't listen, man. I don't shit on anybody's religion, like, but the Catholics, Nah, man, I just can't get down with it.
And see, that's the thing though. The religion isn't Catholic. The religion is Christianity. Now they're fucking what's it called? They're
The papacy.
oh man, what the fuck is that shit called? Denomination. The denomination is Catholicism, but the religion is Christianity. And you know, because when everybody says, "Oh, I'm not Christian, I'm Catholic," well, Catholics are Christian because Christianity is a religion. Christianity is the basis of we believe in Christ. You know what I'm saying? So the denomination, that's where the fucking the differences are. And yes, I agree with you. Catholics have a whole different way of viewing things, but so do Pentecostals, and so do evangelists, and so do they Southern Baptists, you know, so those snake healers. So we can get it can go crazy.
Yeah. I do believe, like, if you have time, and you definitely got to that the book of Judas, once you, like I said, I don't have it on hard copy, so I rely on the people from YouTube reading the transcripts or whatever, right?
Right.
It's crazy, man, because like I said, man, like and according to this book, Jesus took Judas and he broke everything down to Judas. He broke everything down to him. Like, listen, y'all guys are playing to the, he was like, y'all are praying to the wrong God.
Word.
Yeah. And he like broke everything down to Judas. He told him, it was like, I got to do this so I can ascend. Right. But it's crazy, man.
Dude, I mean, again, how many books are there that we don't know about that weren't canonized?
Man, it's like, I believe, like, you know, you heard about the burning of the Library of Alexander, right?
Is that the one in the Vatican or?
So apparently those books in the Library of Alexander are in the catacombs of the Vatican, right? But they say they burned it because it contained all of human history to that point. Now, what's even more funny is apparently, I don't know how true this is because, you know, anybody can manipulate TV and media any way they want, but they're saying that they wore Wi-Fi signs. You know how we use our Wi-Fi signs? Yeah. And that they discovered that in Egypt. And now they're saying that like those the pyramids,
yeah,
they saying that was like the world's first, you know, like Wi-Fi conductor.
Well, I mean, you think about it. It kind of makes sense if you think about it, because you have pyramids all over the fucking world. You know what I'm saying? How are we not to know that those aren't probably like fucking portals to go from one place to another? Because there have been signs found of different cultures in different continents. You know, and you can't blame Pangea for so much of that shit. That bitch don't know about Pangea. Anyway,
who don't know about it?
No, I was remembering the song. That bitch don't know about Pangea.
Yeah, and it's crazy because like not only do like, well, everybody knows that like the pyramids align with Orion's belt,
right?
But those pyramids actually align with other, like you said before, cultures' pyramids too. And what's crazy is the flower of life is found in different cultures too, man. It's like, so why of all things? So religion, they have like different names for different gods or whatever, but the flower of life is always found in the same culture, in different cultures. Right. Interestingly enough, the person that they kind of like associate, the angel that they associate with the flower of life is Metatron, who is the recorder. Mm-hmm. Like I said, man, like I could go deep into this stuff.
You know, the only reason I know who Metatron is? The movie Dogma. You ever seen that movie? Oh, God. No. Anyways, there's this movie called Dogma. If you haven't seen that, you got to see that shit. That shit is fucking funny. It has even Chris Rock's up in that bitch. And he's like, Jesus was black. You believe that he could die for your sins, but you can't believe that he's black. Anyway, that's.
But I had never watched it.
Oh man, dude. But yeah, back to the whole alien thing. Like, I do believe that, you know, there's so many things that come to my mind. Like, I don't know what to believe. There's just so many interesting fucking theories out there. You know, I know I can't say for a fact, but my mind tells me that there's got to be life somewhere else, that other life has come here, and I want to believe that we probably existed on Mars at one time, and hop, skipped, and jumped over to this fucking planet afterwards.
Well, what's crazy? What I think that the world are not just the American government. I think that the powers that be, they are hiding something. They know this. Think about it. Why are we not allowed to go to a certain point in Antarctica? There is a treaty that says we cannot cross this point right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Why? Out of all places.
Well, flat earthers believe that that's because that's the end right there. You know,
No, don't believe that's the end. Flat earthers don't believe that's the end. Something over that ice wall. That's what flat earthers believe. There's another. And then you have the hollow earthers.
The what?
The hollow earthers.
Look, man, you teaching me some shit because I mean, ever since you told me about Super Straight, I'm all about that movement. By the way, Super Straight, I'm with them.
You got the black and orange flag and shit.
I saw that. I saw when it played. Yeah, it is fucking the Pornhub. But yeah, back to the fucking. But yeah, like for example, the flat earthers, or there's those that believe, what is that shit called, man? Firmament, the firmament, where they say we're in a dome.
Okay,
and,
yeah.
And then like so that the Earth is actually like one of the most interesting ones that I saw was like the United Nations flag. They were saying the United Nations flag is actually how the Earth is fucking actually how the Earth is, and the circular part around it, that's Antarctica, which is surrounding the Earth and holding the water in and holding everything in its place, and that we're surrounded by a dome. I saw something about saying that the Milky Way crack is actually a crack in the dome. Dude, I've heard all kinds of fucking once you go down a rabbit hole in YouTube, it's like, what the fuck? You know?
Them like, you know what's crazy though, right? So we just hit the galaxy's 19th birthday. Which means, so where we're at right now within our galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy. So you know it's a spiral galaxy, right?
Okay.
So where we're at right now, it took us XYZ many billions of years to come around again, right? To that same point. And where we're at right now, the last time we were at this point, dinosaurs roamed the earth.
Word.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to know something else that blows my fucking mind. We are probably just a speck of fucking dust on a pin drop or on the head of a pin. Because if you look at an atom and you see how it has the nucleus and then the electrons that fucking circle around it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the same way as a fucking solar system is. The nucleus with the atoms fucking floating around it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Not atoms, with the protons and electrons, or the electrons floating around it. Something like
that. I hear you. You get me?
So,
it's like you're paused right now.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that it fucking flipped me out. Are you going to put us on mute right now? Oh, I thought you were going to your bathroom.
Had to get a refill.
But yeah, dude, I mean, so when you start thinking about that shit, and it just boggles my mind. Like, you know, there's no way that we call them fucking uncivilized, or we call them savages in that era in time, but how do we know that it's just not fucking reliving itself? Time just fucking looping itself over and over. Like we're an experiment, for example, once again, that they were like, all right, we tried this life forms here. That didn't work out too well. Let's go ahead and nuke them with a fucking comet. Bam, there go the dinosaurs. You know, all right, we tried to fucking this type of man, didn't work out well. Bam, there go the cavemen. There go Neanderthal. You know what I'm saying? And now it's our turn in the evolution, and we ain't doing so hot, you know. So
no, man, like, you're absolutely right, man. It's just so much crazy stuff that, like, once you start going down that rabbit hole, and it's crazy because, like, there's always that, like, well, I was always taught this, and if I look at this, and I'm gonna go to, I look at this, so there's that fear there. But back to what you were saying too, man, to circle back about being, you know, you being spiritual and not so much religious. I don't think you have to be religious. I think you're doing the right thing, man. You're spiritual. You believe in the higher spirit.
Right.
Man, religion is a man's concept. Being spiritual is having a connection with God.
Right.
You know, like religion to me is all about money.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, how much do these motherfuckers get paid? You know, Creflo Dollar, that other motherfucker here in Houston, you know,
Joe,
that's his name, Osteen, right? You know, God wanted me to have this fucking plane so I can take, you know.
Who the fuck? Kenneth Copeland. That's who that was. Kenneth Copeland's another motherfucker.
Hmm.
You got to look up his interview with Inside Edition. That shit is funny. That shit is funny. He gets busted out. He starts like lashing out at this woman.
Oh,
like, that's funny. He's the one that was like last year. He was like COVID-19.
Oh,
yeah.
They made that fucking song about his ass.
Yeah.
Dude, that fucking video was lit though. I blow the wind of God. Dude, the motherfucking the TikToks that we're doing where he would blow and all the shit would like get all fucked up, dude. That shit had my ass dying. You know what trips me out about TikTok? My daughter, Sophia, my middle daughter, she was the one that put me on TikTok. Like I had no idea about TikTok, and she was on this TikTok shit way before it blew up. You know, and she's like, "Oh, it's TikTok," and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And she would go on there, and they would do like weird shit, and she would follow along, and she would do her own little TikTok videos, but I wouldn't allow her to upload them. I didn't know. I wish I would have known what that shit was because I would have invested in that shit. You know, fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, TikTok's been around for a while, man. I didn't even get on until last year sometime, man. I think like either August or October of last year. That's when I finally got on TikTok.
Dude, why is it, man? Why is it that we can never be comfortable with ourselves here in this world? Why do we always have to, like, when did that change happen? And I start thinking about that. Like, when did the change become like we need to have currency? Why did we need currency? Before there was no currency. Like, how do we know the value of gold even back in the fucking in the pre-Columbian times? You know, like gold was a big thing, like, you know, for let's say the Indians, the Mayans, the Aztecs, you know, the Incas, all the indigenous people knew the value of this gold. You know, they would make fucking artifacts out of it. And so how did they know about that before science? You know, it's just it fucks with me. And
Somebody had to teach them the properties and the values of gold.
exactly. And like, you know, and but we're never comfortable. Like, for example, why can't we just live? Why did we have to put currency? Why? You know, why can motherfuckers just roam around like they used to? Why was that considered uncivilized? You know, for example, when the Europeans came here and motherfuckers were all just happy. And this reminds me of a bit that I think Louis C.K. did. Like, you know, I think that we're not from this world is what he was saying, because, well, he meant white people. He's like, you know, because we came over here and there were just people out there and just walking the lands, and they would fucking go hunt and fish and fuck and do a little dance. And, you know, and then he says, and then, well, except in Mexico. In Mexico, they were chopping motherfuckers' heads off and cutting their hearts out and throwing them down pyramids.
Oh man.
But that's just Mexico. I mean, that shit goes on all the time. That's Louis C.K.'s bit. I'm not doing it justice, but you know, but it made sense to me at the same time. Like, it was a joke, but at the same time, it made me think, like, why couldn't we be fucking satisfied with that?
Man, it's to me, it's all about greed, and you know how I feel about capitalism, but it's all about greed and capitalism. That's all it's about, man. I can't speak for like the rest of the countries, but I can speak for America. And like, I know people will be like, "How dare you speak for America? You don't speak for America." Well, this is my
fucking American.
Well, it's because we are a huge capitalist society, man. Everything is capitalism, 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 right? We try to profit off of that. We as Americans love the rich people, but we hate the poor people. We demonize them. We want them to be like, well, pull yourself up from the bootstraps like this motherfucker did. Meanwhile, this motherfucker right here don't give a fuck about you or that motherfucker down there.
Well, I mean, I don't think I would say we demonize the poor. I don't know who demonizes them. I think that a person doesn't know they're poor until they're exposed to riches they don't have. You know, so honestly, somebody who lives out in the fucking woods doesn't know what he's missing. If he doesn't have it, he's having a happy life. You know what I mean? Now, financially, he may not be fucking rich, but he's rich to his own self with whatever he has. You know what? I don't know if that makes sense. So, but in my head, it does. Like, I never considered myself poor. I consider that we grew up fucking working class. I call it upper lower class is what I like to call it. Because to me, motherfuckers that are poor are like bums. You know, that's poor. You know what I mean? But I had
Mhm.
fucking 4 walls and a roof. I had an education, mother and father, and it was just a working class life in a very hard environment. But I didn't know, except through media, what I was missing. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or when I went to school and I got bagged on, well, that's what we call it out there when people would clown you. You know, I got bagged on for wearing Pro Wings, you know, because the other motherfuckers had Nikes or they
Yeah.
had, you know, they had Adidas. I
Or the
had
re-
I had ponies and I had motherfucking and Pro Wings. That for those of y'all that don't know, that was out of the Payless brands. That was back in the day.
way
That's
back.
up in the 80s, baby. But you know, and that's the only way that I knew financially that, you know, we were not fucking wealthy or rich, you know.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I mean, I was happy. I had my friends. We had our, you know, our things that we did, and I don't know. It's just it trips me out when I start thinking about shit like that. It fucks with me, you know. Like fuck. Why?
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying. I was agreeing with you. Oh, yeah.
You know it. And now, like, we're moving to technology now, and technology is the next big thing. You know, it kind of reminds me of that fucking movie Wall-E, where I think that's what the world is going to end up being, where we're just sitting down on our fat asses and want everything brought over to us by a fucking mechanized. Even though I do think that eventually the fucking I believe in the Terminator type shit gonna happen, bro.
Yo,
Roomba is gonna start talking with motherfucking Alexa and Siri, and
yo, you know what's funny? So my mother to this day still believes that same thing that you believe. She was like, since I seen Terminator 1, I've always believed that they're gonna do this. Like I believe that they're gonna come with these robots and take us over.
well, I don't think it'll happen in that way, but I do see us. I do see humanity uh going more cybernetic. You know,
Mhm.
we already have it happening. We have prosthesis that, you know, are fucking somehow work with our fucking muscles or our brains. And I mean, how long has it been going on? I'm sure it's been going on forever, where scientists, I'm pretty fucking positive, are probably trying to find a way to take the brain and put it into a fucking robot so that you can live forever. Because for some people, for some reason, people can't accept that death is inevitable. You
Yeah,
know, kind of like that Get Out. You know what I'm saying? Where they put the fucking person's fucking brain into another person. But I see that happening more in a mechanical way, or putting it into a robot, putting it into a system. Kind of like that movie. What was that fucking movie? Was it Lucy? Did you ever see that with Scarlett Johansson, where she became fucking, she used her whole fucking brain and became fucking like this goddamn
yeah,
genetic shit?
man, yeah. I seen that fucking movie and I was pissed off about that shit too.
Why?
Because they took Lucy, who was like not a white woman, and made Lucy a white woman. So it's like, God damn, Hollywood, what else y'all gonna fucking do?
What do you mean, Lucy? What's race got to do with this? All right, bring it to me. What's race got to do
Oh,
with it?
yes, like Lucy is like apparently like the first, like the oldest living person that they ever found, right? So you're just gonna have to like fucking, because I don't want to misquote this, but once you get time,
You
look
talking
up
about that
Lucy.
cave woman that they found, like thousands and thousands of years old?
Yes, like I wouldn't even say cave woman. They found her in Africa. And it's like, come on, guys. This
Man,
is like
it's
Tom
the
Cruise.
fucking movie. Oh my fucking
It's
really?
like Tom Cruise being the last fucking samurai.
Okay,
Like,
no, that was fucking no. We're not going on that because you're the one that tried to. Was it you that was trying to tell me that motherfucking that the first ninja was black?
that was me.
Okay, and then we had to go. We had to dig through that shit. So
Yeah.
now, okay, look,
Meanwhile,
nobody is denying that Africa is where the cradle of fucking civilization was. Nobody's denying that. All right. People migrated and people had to fucking get used to different fucking locations. Their skin tone change. Got it. You know, everybody gets that. All right. But that doesn't mean that, you know, fucking
everything, baby.
you just reminded me
Every,
of motherfucking Chappelle show. Where he was talking about Africa, he was like cradle of motherfucking civilization or whatever.
yellow cake, don't drop that shit.
Don't drop that shit. We can never be serious on this shit.
I know. Drop that shit. Motherfucker, put out some.
Why are you gonna go ask me that? I thought we was brothers.
Call this
Oh,
the United States of Mars. So it's like MARS. Bitches.
hey, Trump was on that shit though.
Yeah, Red Rocks. Yay.
We got Stankonia said they're gonna drop some bombs over Baghdad.
Oh, funny, man. God damn it.
Oh God.
Thousands.
Hmm?
I miss early 2000s.
Oh yeah.
Like that's the best time I ever had in my life. When I say early 2000, I mean 2004, before I came to what is that? Fort Hood.
Ah, gotcha. You mean before you volunteered?
No, before I came, yeah. Before I came to Fort
Oh, you know what?
Hood. Yep.
I picked them down. I hear you knocking. I'm gonna let you in.
So one of the like we used to go to a club called Pier Lights out in Fort Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
I've only had one. This is the only time that I can remember. Like I had a drink. This Asian chick talking to my homeboy Debo, whatever. And so I'm still young or whatever. And I'm like, oh, I think I could just drink whatever. She's like, I bet you can have one of these. I was like, what is it? She said, it's a drink called Tie Me to the Bedpost. Yes.
Oh, fucking good.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah. Oh, man. So I was like, man, I ain't no bitch. I was like, yo, went to the bar. I was like, yo, let me get a Tie Me to the Bedpost. Bartender was like, all right, fuck it. Start doing his thing. I can't remember what this motherfucker put in there. So I'm drinking this shit. Shit tastes just like cherry Kool-Aid. Drinking.
Mm-hmm.
I get halfway done. I'm fucked up. Like, I started just on the floor dancing, man. My cup drops. Boom. I was like, fuck, I gotta get another one. I was like, let me get Time to the bedpost. So I tried to drink. Man, I wound up sitting down. You know, like back in the day, they used to have like the little speakers, the big speakers boxes and shit.
Yep.
Man, I sat down on that motherfucker and I was like, slumped over. Yo, so it was like, yo, get the fuck up. I'm like, all right, I'm good. So finally what happened was, man, they had like called and said, hey, if you're driving a Grand Dam, like the police need to see you. So I'm like, oh shit, that's me. So like, yeah, somebody hit you. It's really not that bad as you can see. I'm like, yeah. So the cop's talking to me. This is my two-door Grand Dam, right? Which I loved. I had like 18-inch rims on this motherfucker. I had a little TV in that bitch back in the day. So fucking the cops was talking to me and shit, right? So I open my door, put my front seat up, and I like sit in the back seat. And I'm sitting and the cops talking to me. I'm like, yeah. And just like pass out and shit.
God damn.
Yeah, oh boy, Debo wound up having to take me back to the barracks and shit.
You know what? At least that's good looking right there, man. At least somebody took you back.
Yeah, man. Like I was like fucked up. And like after that, I was like, I used to constantly go back and forth to Pier Lights, but I was like, I'm not fucking with that timing to the bedpost shit no more.
Man, I went to fucking, when I was in Korea, we went to this place called Hongdae. Now, out there, you're not supposed to go there because it's a college town and soldiers aren't permitted. That's off limits for us. We still going. So, you know, I still had my fucking Florida ID. So I left my, I hid my motherfucking cat card. You know, you do everything you can to not look military. And that's, you know, so it was me, my boy Urena, and fucking Abasab. And we fucking go over there, man. I thought we were gonna be hanging out together. Well, Urena, he's kind of like dressed up like Barney from fucking what's that shit called? How I Met Your Mother. Nah, How I Met Your Mother, Suit Up.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that motherfucker suited up to go out. All right. I just fucking wore jeans, and a sweater and a fucking and my shoes. Abasab's another one that got dressed up. Anyways, we go out there, bro. We getting fucked up. I know I'm getting fucked up. I'm getting fucking beyond trash. This is back when Liquored Up Lopez was a household name. Now, here's one thing. I'm out there dancing and shit. You know, we're out there. I mean, the clubs out there don't start jumping till about 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
I'm up there dancing with some fucking Korean chicks. We're all getting down to California love. I remember that. And then the chick starts doing this thing. All right. She starts doing this. I thought that was a dance move, bro. This is back in 2007, 2008. So she's doing this thing. And I'm like, oh shit, all right. What's this shit right here? You know what I'm saying? Does it lean like a cholo modified? You know, I don't know what that is. Apparently, some other Korean guy came to me like, oh no, that means no. It means no. She don't want to dance with you. So this meant no. Didn't know that. Apparently, it's a thing nowadays. I mean, I know this. That means stop when I'm ground guiding. I guess I should have put 2 and 2 together. And for those that are listening to the podcast and not viewing us, Lee Hunt's right now on mute because he's taking a piss. It would sound like marbles in a can if you could hear it. But so while I'm telling my story, the reason I'm bringing this up because he had a battle buddy that took him home. The battle buddies that I was with. Okay, so again, we're in Seoul now. All right, so we're in Hongdae. We're in the middle of fucking nowhere. There is no home. All right, I mean, if there is, it's somebody that has a hotel. Urena, he took off with some broad. I ain't mad at him. Abasab, he ended up taking off, I think, with some fucking. I don't even know if he took off with anybody. He just left. I just remember there was some Greek broads there that looked fine as fuck. Greek bitches are beautiful. All right.
Nice.
Throw that out there. But it was about 6, 7 in the morning now. We're coming out of the fucking club. It was like an underground club. It was called the Basement, actually. I think it was called the Basement or the Basement 2. And anyway, so we're coming out of there. The sun's coming out. I'm fucking trash, bro. And that's where I blacked out. I woke up several hours later. You know how that meme says 4 hours later.
Yeah.
So yeah. 4 hours later, Lopez is waking up. And I'm like, where the fuck am I? Bro, I'm sleeping next to a statue out in the middle of fucking Seoul, Korea. Have no idea where the fuck I'm at. Don't have my phone with me. Okay. It gets better. I don't speak Hangul. So I found a gas station and I called my fucking phone. I don't even remember if somebody answered it or not. Then I called my old lady at the time, which was Linda, to tell her. So I did a long distance call from that gas station to Linda, I think, to America. I told her what was going on. I'm like, how the fuck am I going to get home, bro? I'm thinking to myself, like, shit, now I got to fucking find the metro. The metro system in Korea is fucking difficult, to say the least, especially when you don't know the language. All I know is I'm trying to get to fucking Camp Casey. So I tell the fucking the Korean lady in the gas station, like, subway, metro, where? She points me in the direction I need to go. I have no money.
Damn, man.
Bro, it's getting there. I fucking finally find the subway. I jump over the stall. So that would have been a fucking, go to jail card. I jump over it. I get on the metro, the first one that I see, taking me, I think, to, what was it, Soyasan, I think it was what I was trying to get to. As long as it's taking me north, because I needed to go north. I fall asleep on the metro, bro.
God damn, dude.
I wake up. I have no idea how I did it, but I wake up and now I see the Ville of Tongdushan, which is right outside of Camp Casey. I get off the fucking metro. I somehow get into fucking Camp Casey. By this time, it's like around 3 o'clock in the afternoon by now, 3 or 4. I catch the Hovey bus, get to Camp Hovey, and pass the fuck out in my goddamn bed, finally. I don't know what happened, bro, between when I woke up at the statue. Well, from when I left the club to where I woke up at the statue, I don't know what happened. From when I woke up at the statue and made it to the subway, I don't know what happened. From when I fell asleep on the subway and got to Camp Casey somehow or another, I don't know what the fuck happened, man. I sometimes feel like I live in a Truman Show and shit's for me because there's things that have happened in my life that I don't know how the fuck I'm still here. Like, I think I should have died of alcohol poisoning that night. If not, been stabbed in that fucking place. If not, been arrested or fucking lost in North Korea. I don't know, man. But at least you had a battle buddy. So Urena, I know you're gonna listen to this. Thanks for helping a brother out. You could have been like, you know what? I could get pussy later, but let's make sure my battle buddy gets home safe. You know what I mean?
It wasn't no problem with Debo because like the Asian broad he was with went back to the barracks too. They just drove in my car. So it's like fuck. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny, dude. That's fucking
Yeah.
funny.
Like I don't even like I don't I'm telling you, man, I just remember like sitting down, talking to the motherfuckers, and then like waking up like at 5:00 in the morning, getting ready to do tea.
Oh, man.
And I'm like, fuck. I'm like,
oh God, those are good times. When I was when I was in Job Corps back in the day. Whoo, this going back, way back. I remember it was back in 1995, bro. In 95, 96. And we used to go to party because I was in San Diego Job Corps. And so TJ, Tijuana was right down the road. So we would go out there and party, man. I was 18 years old. And I remember there was this one Asian chick. That's when I still had my Asian thing going. That got killed in Korea. Bro, I got so trashed on Jack Daniels. And there was this one chick. Her name was Sampu Van Pomavonksa. I will not forget her. Sammy. And I was hitting on her the whole night, and we had a thing going on. All I know is I passed out in the club with my hand on her, or like around her, like holding her. I woke up around 5:30ish, 6 in the morning. That they were waking me up, like, "Hey, it's time to go." And my hand was on her titty. She's like, "Yeah, you've had your hand on my titty the whole night." Like, damn.
nice.
I'm gonna get some pussy now. Shit. I probably wouldn't have been able to get it up anyway. Whiskey dick like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Woo, dude! You ever had a bad case of whiskey dick?
I'm pretty sure I have. I'm pretty sure I.
Those are some embarrassing fucking moments.
But for the most part, like what people don't really, you know, what people find hard to believe about me, man.
What's that?
Even when I go out to the club, man, people find it hard to believe it. When I tell people like I'm a shy motherfucker, like I'm shy, I'm reserved. People are like, "Fuck you, you're lying. There's no way in hell." Like I'm dead ass serious. Like you could talk to people that know me, and they'd be like, "Yo, no, this motherfucker's crazy. He did this, and this. He was always taking his shirt off. He used to do this. He used to do that." But believe it or not, like I am shy as shit.
Until alcohol gets involved.
Even I'm telling you, man, I'm a shy person. At heart, I'm shy. Like, so I was thinking about going out tonight. I was like, fuck it, I might go out. When I go out by myself, man, like, it's not that like I don't need alcohol. I just don't know, man. I just normally just kind of like, I think I'm a shy person. But once again, you let people that know me and has been to the clubs with me tell you, be like, yo, this motherfucker tried to pick up a bitch twice his size and wind up like fucking suplexing her and shit. You know what I'm saying? But understand truth, I'm really a shy person at heart. I am fucking shy as shit.
Me too, man. I'm very shy. Dude, there was this club we used to go to. Well, I went to one time, I'll rephrase. It was called something train station. Was it train station?
Grand Central
Station. There you go. Up in Waco. We went there one night. Me, Thrill Kill, Moya. I think Ziggy was there. Dude, we were deep. We were fucking rolling deep. Moya, if you're listening to this, you know what you did that night. No bueno. No.
Oh.
More
training. Moya got with a training.
Oh, no. Let's just say he almost got our asses whooped. Oh. He was just yelling some improper shit at the wrong time. He was fucking, dude, me and Moya used to get fucking shit-faced. I don't know how the fuck we never got busted for DUI. Especially after.
No, what are you saying?
Oh, because Moya and I one night, we left with a full bottle of Bacardi from my house in Cove, drank that shit while driving, got on post. I attempted to do donuts in the fucking parking lot by the Battery with a front wheel drive car.
You tripping?
My raggedy Escalade. Oh, I was fucked up, bro. And then we drove all the way to where the 0316 fucking barracks were, drinking.
Yeah.
We got back to my house, woke up like, what the fuck happened last night? All we know, the bottle was empty. Like,
I'm saying like that. Well, for me is when I came in, like when I got to my unit, 2002, late 2002, but like early 2003, March 2003, we deployed. So I don't really count that as being in Campbell time.
Right.
But when I got back in 2004, like that was just like a wild time still to be in, because like it was still kind of like you guys just came back, hurry up, go sleep that shit off or whatever. You know, people kind of swept shit under the rug, even though they knew we were fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
But like that was just like, I don't see that. Like we constantly talk about it, man. I don't see that type of shit. But when I was in, I didn't see that anymore in the Army. Like it was just like everybody has to be Captain America.
Right.
It was like, no, hey, look, I need grimy motherfuckers to get the job done. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I mean, when the war was popping, we were fine. We were perfect for the fucking war, but now that the war's fucking died down, oh, we don't need y'all anymore. We need the sophisticated motherfuckers, the snitches, and I think that's fucking scandalous. I don't know how that occurred. I mean, I loved hearing, I'm not glamorizing it, but barracks parties, motherfuckers getting fucked up, there was I remember I heard of a story of a party that had occurred when I came back from Korea. I went to visit some soldiers of mine that were in the something A2s, fucking Peebles. I wonder what happened to Peebles. Anyways, so you ever know a guy named Peebles, black dude?
Mm-mm.
Oh, anyways, they were telling me about some chick that got all fucked up, and then they were all fucked up in there too, and she had two here doing this thing and another one, you know what I'm saying? And those were barracks parties, you know what I'm saying? You had your barracks bunnies and shit, and for all you knew, that could have been the colonel's daughter.
Yeah, man, it's crazy because like you had some people that were like, oh, you got to sign people in left and right.
Right.
Remember, like I remember what the dude looked like. Can't remember his name. See me taking this chick up to my room. He didn't even stop and ask me to sign her in. You know what I'm saying? Like I lived on the 3rd floor. This is back when like, it was like the battery, like the CP area, CQ, and then the 2nd, 3rd floor.
Yep.
All in the building. And fucking, he just looked at me and I was like, yep. Didn't say shit because she spent the night in my room and nothing like that. He was a super cool dude. He was the E5. He was just like super cool. I was like a private, I think I was like PFC at the time and shit.
Oh,
and like, just, it is what it is, man. Like that right there, man. Like it was just a great time to fucking be alive, man. Like in that, like I told this one real quick, man.
Yeah,
this one chick she was talking about, how she went to college. And she was talking about that. And I was like, listen, I was like, you college kids, like y'all, there's no way that y'all can party with motherfuckers in the Army, especially when I was coming up in there. I was like, y'all would not be able to hang it. And I was like, I got it how these frat people do what they do. They still would not be able to hang with us. I was like, the reason being is they can get fucked up. They can choose not to go to class that day. I was like, we get fucked up. We still got to go wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, get ready to go fucking run, do whatever. I was like, and then still have to function the rest of the fucking day. I was like, college kids cannot hang with in my time, them jokers. In your time, like they couldn't hang. It's just impossible. They wouldn't have been able to do it.
Hell no.
No one was.
Dude, Korea, I always go back to Korea because if you went out on a Sunday, yeah, sure, I'm just gonna drink a few. Nah, man, you are gonna be smelling like a fucking brewery the next day. But it was par for the course. You know what I'm saying? It was par for the course. Everybody knew it. As long as you got your shit, if you weren't a shit bag, it all boils down to your soldiering skills too. If you weren't a shit bag and you were able to get shit done, yeah, you're gonna push through it and you're gonna sleep the rest of the evening when you get home. You know what I mean? But nobody gave a fuck as long as, because you know what? Smoke was probably hungover too.
Yeah. Smoke did a better job of hiding it because he was like, fuck it. And then on top of that, it's like, Smoke just doing his thing. So it's up with the chief, whatever. It was just a great time to be fucking in the Army, in my opinion, the early 2000s.
Let me ask you something. Like, when you went from Odessa to Clarksville or whatever
Yeah.
Hopkinsville that's there. Was it like how much of a difference was it? Was there like a fucking oh what the fuck moment when you got there? Like a oh shit, I ain't in
Yeah.
Texas anymore.
Yeah. Like if listen, man, I was a titty baby. Like I was a mama's boy, man. And so like not having like my mom there, my grandma there, you know what I'm saying? Just being off on my own, man. Once again, I was still quiet, still shy, kind of like reserved or whatever. But it was a culture shock because people were like, dude, loosen the fuck up. You too tight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it was like, okay. And then it was cold as shit too, man. But one of the crazy things was like we had like the type of barracks, not like how they had today, right? So the third floor that I was on, which was crazy because like the last room, if you went up the stairs, right, and you opened the door, you took a right, and then you look down the stairs, my first room, like fucking all the way at the end of the hall, that is where, no lie, the gunnery sergeant was staying at. Sergeant first class. But now he had his own room to himself, and this room had a shower. So he didn't have to go shower in the shower that we showered in. Because the shower bathrooms that we used, it was like you had 2 stalls on the left, 2 stalls on the right.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know I did that backwards. You know what I'm saying? This is my right, this is my left. But it was like 2 showers on the right, 2 showers on the left, and there was a little wall in between the 2 on the right and 2 on the left.
Yeah.
But it was all open. So it was like, fuck, man. And, you know, in the fucking shitters or whatever. But like, and what's crazy about that too, so somebody would have cable. Like my boy Devalle, he had cable. So it was like, hey, I'm gonna pay you $5 to splice this. He was like, all right, bet.
Hell yeah.
$5 a month. I got the splice cable off of him.
Word.
Different back then, man. It was different, and I loved it.
Well,
like, but
no,
I was gonna say, like,
go ahead.
Your question, as far as like the culture shock too, man. Like, so I was still 20 when I first got to Campbell.
Okay.
My roommate, he was older than 21. And, you know, I was like, they were like, hey, you know, you can drink, man. Just chill out. Just be normal. So I was like, okay, well, can I get a Smirnoff Ice, a 6-pack? You know what I'm saying? So I had some of the older cats buy me like a Smirnoff Ice and shit. Or some like lemon tea or whatever, or some shit. Right. And then it like to like, okay, so can I have a like Bud Light Ice? So I would get that. And like, I would literally stay in the fucking room. I wouldn't leave my fucking room. I wouldn't be out in the hallways yelling and this, that, and the third. And the good thing about it was at that time too, you had these people that would come knock on your door with food and be like, hey, we got a sub sandwiches, blah, 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 blah. So I'd be like, okay, cool. So I'll be like, all right, bam, pay that motherfucker, get my food, be drinking, nothing, nobody would know about it, man. Like I remember it was a Sunday. I was still drinking too. But like my chief was on duty and I wasn't kissing ass or nothing, but like he came into my room. Of course, my temperature, my room was set on 90 degrees because it was cold as shit. But I'm in there just getting it in, just shining my boots. He come in, he was like, okay, Hunt, I see you doing good. It's like, it's hot as fuck in here, but you doing good shining your boots. Meanwhile, like, I know he smelled that I was drinking and shit, but he's totally ignored it.
Dude, and that's the thing right there. I mean, back then on Sundays, that was standard fucking data when you had BDUs. Sundays was the day you drink and you fucking shine your goddamn boots, get your uniform crisp ready for Monday morning for first formation. You know what I mean? That was standard fucking data. And you took pride in your fucking uniform. Like that's one thing that I've always admired about the field artillery, that we prided ourselves in our fucking uniforms. The tankers got them raggedy ass looking boots. The infantry always says they look dirty because they're always dumping and jumping and shit. But the artillerymen, man, we had our fucking berets. Wham! Bitch coming down here, flash up here, looking fucking tight as fuck. BDUs, you probably stand up on their own, as crisp as they were, man.
No other soldier is like the field artillery soldier. Like, I don't care what anybody say, man. I know I'm not in the Army no more, but I tried to enforce that on my soldiers too when I was still in. But no other soldier is like a field artillery soldier. There's no discipline. The 13 Bravos, now the 13 Foxes, them brothers are lost. They on their own shit. They do their own thing. Yeah. But the Bravo. There's no other soldier like a 13 Bravo.
Mm-mm. We are the jack of all trades and master of just one, and that's our fucking gun. You know what I'm saying? God damn, brother. It's been a good time hanging out here with you. We got to do it again, as usual, which we most likely will. You pretty much are. Everybody knows you're the gun line. It's gonna be Hunt. So
Yeah.
I appreciate you being here on such short notice. For those that don't know, I reached out to like 5 other motherfuckers before I wanted to get to Hunt because I Hunt probably get tired of being on the gun line sometimes. Like, God,
nah, man, I honestly don't mind, man. Like, I don't mind. Like, you're a friend of mine, man. I don't mind. Like, this is nothing, man. It's too easy. It actually gives me interaction with people because I normally don't have it anyway. So, you know what I'm saying?
It keeps the Facebook quiet for about an hour and a half.
Yeah, I know. Right? The Facebook be real quiet because I'm about to go take a shower and sober up and change clothes and probably go to Obach tonight where the old people are at.
There you go.
You don't remember Obach over there?
Mm-mm.
Obach and Hood? Anybody listening to know Obach didn't know what it is, man. So I'm about to hit up Obach, man. I'm about to go get me.
You gonna fight a cougar, huh?
I'm gonna find one. I need a PlayStation 5.
Bro.
And they about to get their stimmy check too. Yes.
Oh, true that. Dude, no, what I'm gonna end up buying, I'm gonna tell you right now, what I'm gonna buy for myself, my gift for myself, is they're selling the consoles now. They're by I think it's called One Up Arcades. They're selling that like the old school consoles that they had in like the swap meets, and
yes,
they got Miss Pac-Man, bro. And Miss Pac-Man is my shit. That is my fucking game. 1 quarter, I'd be on it for about an hour, just fucking running away from ghosts and eating the motherfuckers. God damn that. And
Miss Pac-Man,
bro, but it's got to be the right Miss Pac-Man. It's got to be the speedy one, the one where she's fucking going fast as fuck, not the slow and gets faster through stages. No, this bitch is fast through the whole thing. I love that game, bro.
Hey,
go ahead, bring it, baby.
I'm gonna get them to cancel Miss Pac-Man since they want to cancel Mr. Potato Head.
Well, my boy Davis, he has his own podcast. It's called True Information. He was doing a live broadcast today talking about the whole cancel culture and how he agreed with canceling Pepe Le Pew. And, I'm a father of 2 daughters. And, he was trying to relate that, like, if you have daughters, would you feel, how would you feel about, somebody grabbing on your kids like that, like Pepe Le Pew did? And I'm thinking to myself, I wasn't influenced by Pepe Le Pew. I laughed. I thought it was funny. He would always chase that bitch around. And then he got his comeuppance on one episode where that bitch flipped on him and she tried to grab on him,
She tried to peg the fuck out of him.
But I mean, how far are we gonna go to this whole thing? Because I mean, are we gonna cancel fucking Bugs Bunny next because he would dress up like a lady? And now we're gonna say that was making fun of trans or homophobic? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So where does it end? And we're going to leave that cancel culture there for the next motherfucking podcast. For all of y'all that listen to this, make sure y'all listen to the next Hip Day Hump Shoot. Actually, the next Hip Day Hump Shoot, I'm going to have my old soldier, Lindsay. He's going to come on. Fucking Lindsay. I hope you fucking listen. And this is why I was always on your ass. Because your ass, I told you 3 weeks ago, download Zoom. So you know what? I guess once a private, always a private. But goddamn. Thanks for being here, brother. I appreciate it. It's always a pleasure having you here on the gun line, brother. And I'm pretty sure a lot of folks enjoy hearing your ass too.
Yeah, I doubt it.
I appreciate you. Hey, where can they find you on the TikTok?
King Virgo 39. You can look up King Virgo 39 on the TikTok.
Okay. King Virgo. That's like the fucking sign Virgo. Because I had to fucking decipher what he just said. So it's King Virgo
39.
39. All right, man. Y'all have a great day out there. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Thanks for being here on the gun line. I'll catch you on the flip side. Rounds complete. End of mission. Gun line out. Bye, y'all.